Hey there YouTube. So in this video I wanted to go over the recent changes to Google's AdSense revenue program. So effective at the start of July, Google, so this is Google and YouTube, are changing how they're characterizing the payments made on advertising revenue that is paid to creators, right? So if you run a YouTube channel and you have a big subscriber base and you get paid a lot of money from their AdSense program, this is absolutely going to impact you. The reason this is an important discussion is because what it means now is that if you're a non-resident taxpayer, you are very likely going to be paying some sort of U.S. income tax on your YouTube revenue. And it's going to be coming out at source, right? So YouTube, Google is going to be required now to withhold taxes at source before they pay you whatever your net earnings are. So starting for the first point there I have in the top, this is the important foundation. So the AdSense revenue previously was treated as non-employee compensation under the federal tax code, okay? And so it was reported, if it was reported at all, on Form 1099 miscellaneous, box 7, that's the non-employee compensation box. The 1099 has changed a little bit in the last year, but historically that's where it was being reported. Now that's important for non-residents because, excuse me, under IRC section 862A3, so 862 and 861 cover sourcing of income. Compensation for labor or personal services, so non-employee comp, performed outside the United States was foreign source income. And that's really important because foreign source income is generally not subject to U.S. tax. So a non-U.S. YouTube channel that was earning AdSense revenue, personal services income, non-U.S. source, no taxes, okay? What they've done now is they have changed the characterization from non-employee compensation as personal services to royalties, okay? So what does that mean now? When you change the characterization to royalties, the income that you're earning is now based on where the property is being used, right? So where are the ads being run? Where are the viewers? It doesn't matter where you as the channel owner are located, okay? So IRC sections 861A4, 862A4, royalties are sourced to where the property is being used, and the payor's location is irrelevant. The payor's location is irrelevant. You as the payee, the recipient, that's also irrelevant. So now we're just focusing in on where are the ads being run, where are the customers that are actually viewing your ads. So for a YouTube channel that runs ads in the US, Canada, Europe, elsewhere, now what you're going to have to deal with is YouTube is going to basically break out your ad revenue and they're going to isolate the US portion, and that's going to be subject to US withholding taxes. Okay, so US source royalty income generally subject to a 30% withholding tax under section 871A1A. It can be reduced if a tax treaty is in play here. So when you provide your updated Form W8BEN or your updated W8BEN-E to YouTube, you can indicate on there whether you're a resident of a treaty country and you can get reduced withholding rates under the treaty. But you know, the big takeaway here is that the change in characterization from non-employee comp or personal services to royalty income means that now you're going to have to deal with a lot of royalty withholding taxes. Frankly, not just the US, but other countries as well. So I'm a US tax lawyer in the international space, so I deal a lot with the US withholding side, but I can tell you, if you're every country out there has some form of withholding taxes on US or on their local country dividends, interest, or royalties. So if you're earning royalties, let's say from Germany, Germany has their own royalty withholding taxes. So this is a big push in a direction where I think countries are finally catching on to that. You have a lot of creators making money and not paying tax almost anywhere. And so the change in characterization means that, one, you're going to be paying US taxes. The US is a massive market, a lot of viewers on YouTube, so a lot of channels generate a lot of their money from YouTube. not only just the ads themselves, U.S.-based customers, or sorry, U.S.-based companies that are running the ads, but also U.S.-based viewers. So U.S. taxes throughout Europe, you're going to expect to see a lot of these now that the recharacterization has gone from the comp to a royalty-based system. So yeah, so hope that was helpful. It's not great news for the non-resident or any YouTube creator for that matter. You're going to see a large chunk of taxes coming out of your ads now, but there are ways to mitigate this. You can set up companies in the US, or you can set up companies in other jurisdictions where you have large revenue streams, and that helps either reduce the withholding or you have greater control over it. So if you have any, if you have a lot of US source royalty income, and if you have any questions about setting up a structure in the US to try to help mitigate that US royalty tax hit, please reach out to me, schedule a consult. Happy to help set up a structure for you. But yeah, that covers it. Thank you for watching. If you can give me a like on the video, of course, I always appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. And then I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.